bribing him with a fruit Tootsie to sit with me. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Say hi, guys. Hi. Can you say how old you are? You 2? 2. All right, hey guys, so I'm here filming his 2-year update today, and I have notes right in front of me, and I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different like categories that I want to go over. Hold on, can you put your lights down? You just have like 1 foot in the picture. So the first thing I wanted to go over was his sleeping patterns. So as you can see in his hand right now, can you show me Froggy? That is his Froggy. He cannot nap and he cannot sleep without that Froggy. So that Froggy is our lifeline. And he didn't really make that like connection with a stuffed animal or a blanket or anything until he was like already past a year old. So it was really like late of him grasping onto something like that. But he's a really good napper. He goes down around 2 o'clock every day and usually gets up between 4 and 5. If he wakes up at 5, we have to like go into his room and wake him up, because if he's not up by 5, he won't go to sleep. And he's usually asleep between 7:30 and 8 because we all eat dinner around 7 o'clock together. Okay. And then he goes to bed. You want to sit in my lap? He's randomly gotten up a couple times in the middle of the night. I think maybe 3 times in the past month around like 12:30. And he'll stay up till about 1:15. He'll just cry and I have to go in his room and just rock him. So if that's happened to any of you guys with your 2-year-olds, maybe it's like a regression I don't know about or something. But besides that, he's a really good sleeper and he never really has done that before. And then he usually wakes up by 7 to 8. 8's like a late morning, 7's early. It's usually 7:30 every morning. You trying to get it open? Do you really need 2?
Yes.
Oh, yes, he does. Why don't you go get your chair, buddy? Can you go get your chair? You go get your chair and bring it over here? Your chair? I think a really big tip that parents need to follow is when you have a bedtime routine, you don't mess with your bedtime routine. So ours is we all eat dinner together and then we go up and we take a bath and we brush his teeth and we put his lotion on. He puts his pajamas on. I do his oils, which I mentioned in my toddler essentials video, which I'll link somewhere up here or down there. And then we read him Goodnight Moon, and then we hold him and we sing You Are My Sunshine, and then he goes to bed. And that is our bedtime routine. We do not stray from it, and it lets him know that, you know, bed's coming and I need to start winding down. When it comes to his eating habits, he's a toddler, so it's random. He really rarely eats breakfast. If he's eating breakfast, it'll only be if it's something unhealthy and we're having like donuts for breakfast one morning, if dad's home and it's the weekend or something. Besides that, he's not really a breakfast person. He'll drink his juice and water, but besides that, it's just usually a miss with him when it comes to breakfast. Lunch is usually a hit or miss too. He's just at that stage right now where he'll eat everything on his plate or he won't eat like all day. Basically, that's what they do. When they get hungry enough, they eat. So my go-tos are the Morningstar brand corn dogs, the Morningstar brand chicken patties, just because he prefers those. Oh, you got it open on your own, didn't you? Almost. Hot dogs, he likes those. He really likes an Uncrustable, a quesadilla, or pasta with red sauce and mozzarella. Okay.
No.
The only way I can really get vegetables into his diet is if I hide them in a smoothie like spinach and kale, and then basically he'll just snack all day if I let him. Sometimes the days where he doesn't want to eat, that's the only way I can get food in him, so that's really my only option. So I keep a lot of snacks on hand. And as far as juice, I'll either do like half apple juice, half water, or I'll do all water, and I'll let him pick between the Stir brand water enhancers. It's kind of like a Mio, but it's all natural, doesn't have all those nasty chemicals in it. And then I'll put that in the water, and he also thinks that that is juice. When it comes to discipline, if we tell him no, he'll just tell us no right back. He doesn't understand the timeout yet. I'm not quite sure how to make him understand a timeout completely yet. So if you have any tips on that, comment that down below. If we're counting to 3, odds are he's going to count to 3 at the same time as we do. But if we actually get to 3 and we get up and start to walk towards him or something, he just freaks out. So nothing really works quite yet except for using treats when he's good. So, you know, if he's good, we always say like, good job, high five, or we give him something like when he doesn't fight us to get in the car seat and he helps us and he puts his arms to the straps and he sits there nice and calm. There's always a high five, and if he's bad, we just kind of ignore it because sometimes our toddlers are just in a bad mood. For learning, my pediatrician recommended we introduce like 5 new words every day or every week, and we just work on those words. He's really good at understanding. Like I just said, go get your chair, and it was right there. And he brought his chair over and he sat in it. He just won't like repeat back the word to me like chair. So we're working on it, but I really like the wood puzzles. I actually have one right here. I have 3 or 4. My mom and my grandma sent him some, and he really likes those, and everybody I've been to said that wood puzzles are good. I'm not 100% sure why wood puzzles are so great, but my pediatrician did say that wood puzzles were good. Helps them, you know, figure out where pieces go and everything. I try and let him be mommy's little helper, so like when he has a diaper change, I roll the diaper up, you know, if it's not poopy, and I say, can you go put this in the trash? And he'll walk his booty over to the pantry and he'll throw it in the trash and he'll close the door. He's really good at helping like get the diaper out and getting the wipes out, and he's also really good at helping me do some laundry. If I take something out of the dryer or the washer and I hand it to him, he'll put it in the dryer because it opens like not on top but like in front, so he can just throw it in there. And he's really good at picking up his toys. I have to like hold the bin and like constantly remind him and like praise him as he's doing it, but that's also a good way I'm trying to get him to be mommy's little helper. I'm just trying to incorporate more ways of him like helping into our daily routine so that when the twins get here that he, you know, feels more involved than he would if I wasn't having him be my little helper with everything. And when it comes to potty training, we have not attempted it yet. We actually got his potty for Christmas when he was 18 months old, and I was like, I'm going to potty train as soon as we get this potty. He's not ready for it. He doesn't really understand what going pee is. If you hear anything, that's my kid upstairs running upstairs with his dad. But he doesn't quite understand what going pee is or going poop is, and he doesn't really understand like sitting on his toilet yet. So we're working on it. We have him sit on it when we're in there, but he just likes to flush the little sound because he has the summer infant one, the white one that looks just like a potty, and the flusher like makes a flushing sound. So we're not attempting that yet. I'm gonna wait till he, you know, shows the signs of him being ready, which are on Google if you want to Google that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was just some random stuff. At his last appointment, he was 27 pounds and 34 inches tall. So he's growing. He's a little bit on the smaller side according to their charts, but I don't really care about their chart. He's growing, he's doing great, and you know, he's a boy. They run around like crazy. I think he's gonna hit a growth spurt here soon though, so I'm thinking he'll be a little bit taller next time I do an update. Come here, sit down. Come here. He's very notorious for saying please whenever he wants something, and if he really, really wants it, he'll usually say pretty please, but sometimes it gets to the point where he's pointing at something and you are not going to give it to him because he can't have it, and he'll just go bees, 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 but he has manners and he says please. He really likes his essential oil roll-ons, which I also mentioned in my toddler must-have essentials video. See, he's doing it now. Saying pretty please because he wants some of Daddy's ice cream bar. Sorry if that just changed. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was he mimics his dad constantly. He is like a little mime and he just does whatever his dad does. So that is basically everything I could think of for the 18-month update. Bud, can you come here? Come here. Basically, having a 2-year-old is stressful, drives me nuts, makes me crazy most of the time, but I love staying at home with him, And we've still got the terrible 3s to go through, so we're gonna say the 2s aren't that bad.
Yeah.
Bobby, can you say bye-bye?
No.
But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of his cute butt, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.